Welcome to another edition of your Wednesday night Sports Delight, the platform sports talk show.
Question is, did she subscribe?
Right.
I don't know. She's down on YouTube.
Representing from the Boondocks. What up, Jobo?
Hello, what's up? Happy Wednesday.
What up? She repping her Hey Sister Soldier look right now. Everybody give it up for Bunny. What's happening, Bunny?
What up? Happy hump day.
T-Bone, what's going on, brother?
I'm back, and I don't know about better than ever, but I'm back.
What is going on, party people? It is your Wednesday night Sports Delight, the platform sports talk show. I am your boy Smooth. I think that may be on a highlight reel tape. And we're glad that you are tuning in live along with the millions
And millions
of the platform sports talk show fans on once again your Wednesday night Sports Delight.
Really?
Or
Brinks truck backing up in his driveway with
There you go.
97 million. There you go.
all you hear is this.
Probably somebody who's doing something to give back and letting the next generation.
Say
Don't
straight.
have me syrup on here.
Come on now, don't hit me too up. You know I get emotional.
But people watching around the world, no pressure. And we already have our favorite fan, Ms. Williams, saying, welcome, Brandon.
Well, how are you? Hi, Ms. Williams.
A guy who tried to give it his all and put on for the city, to be truthful. Because like I said, I'm St. Louis die hard.
The views of Smooth does not reflect the platform sports talk show or its sponsors.
What is happening? What is happening, everyone? It is your Wednesday night Sports Delight, the platform sports talk show. I am your boy Smooth, and thanks for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Once again, this is your Wednesday night Sports Delight. Been doing this thing for 7 years, consistently every Wednesday, and we have always just amazing time over the next 2 hours or so, just discussing sports, our passion, or our love for sports. And last week we had an amazing show, very interesting and amazing show. Shouts out to the Spinks family, Corey Spinks and his wife Christy, for taking some time out to be on the show and discuss some of the recent events going on with them. If y'all missed the show, do not be alarmed. You can check us out. It's on the archives everywhere, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the X, on YouTube. Go on YouTube right now, y'all. We need everyone to just go ahead, take that time out, go on your devices, put in the platform sports talk show, subscribe, and click on that bell. So anytime we go live, just like 3 minutes ago, you will be notified. If y'all know someone that would be an incredible guest for the platform sports talk show like we have tonight, or if y'all would know of a sporting event that you want to see the platform sports talk show attend and get some footage, some coverage, and some interviews, shoot us that email at platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com, and we would definitely respond back because we all about putting on for our city and just around the whole sports world in general. As soon as the show is over, it will be uploaded automatically on Instagram, on Facebook, on the X, on YouTube. We are working still on Roku and getting back on live with them. But if for some reason y'all can't see us because maybe y'all driving, y'all a little busy, we understand. You have another option as well. You can listen in on Hot 365 Radio, where all the voices are incredible. They're sexy, as I always like to say. Could be just sound so clear with that HD, voice and everything. So we in there, Hot 365 Radio, where it is always hot. Go to hot365radio.com, or if you have an iOS device or Android, just go to the Play Store and put in Hot 365 Radio, and you'll see the logo, and you are good to go. As you see on the screen, every first Wednesday of the month, like I said, we do this thing consistently every Wednesday. And every first Wednesday, you have Ladies Night, all female panel. Ladies who love their sports, who know their sports. I call them the best panel of women who love sports. And then every last Wednesday of the month, you have the man cave where the fellas take over and they talk their stuff. No holds bar. Every show is enjoyable. And as you see right now, in between those shows, you have the main show. Also, we on that Twitch. You go to twitch.tv/hot365radio or twitch.tv/Smoooth Productions, and that is Smooth with 3 O's, as you see on the screen. So once again, we have an incredible guest. A couple of housekeeping rules for those tuned in for the first time. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate y'all. But leave comments. Anytime you leave a comment, just like right here, someone who I think our special guest knows. There we go. Your comment will be on the screen. It's going to be broadcast all around the world. So we want our special guests to feel love. We want to feel love overall, no matter who's on the screen. But leave comments throughout the whole night and let's have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Also, share this stream. Let people know what's going on because we have, once again, a special interview, a special night in store. And I am not alone. I have my co-host. She is the host of Ladies Night, and I can't recall the last time her and I did a show together by ourselves. Shouts out to Joe. She's getting ready for her birthday, which is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Jobo. So her and I think Brenda's birthday is I think on Friday or Thursday, one of them days. No, Friday, I believe. So they doing their thing. And Joe has been given the official day off. I signed written off on her form, and she can take a day off today. She good. So my co-host from Ladies Night, Bunny, is in the building. What's going on with you, Bunny?
What up? Hey guys. Hey everyone. Happy hump day.
Man, how you been doing? Been a long time since I talked to you.
I know, right? I'm like, I need to catch up with Fred. I mean, I don't know. I can sum it all up shortly, but I'm thriving and surviving. So we'll just say that.
It's good to see you. Have you been on any trips recently?
I have trips coming up. Family reunion next weekend in Houston, Texas, and then family trip first week of June to Orlando, Florida to go to the House of Mickey.
About to spend that money.
Nope. See. You know, I got connections inside and out, so we're not gonna stay the whole week. The longer you stay, the more money you spend. So I'm not about that life. So when I say it's quick, we getting in and getting out 3 days in and out, right? But it's perfect because the little one, especially the little one, yeah, she probably not gonna be up to doing a lot of days at Disney. So one day at the park, that's all we're doing. And other couple of days tour, see family, that's it. So it works out very well.
Oh, man, you got connections. I'm about to holler at you after the show. Get some more connections. You know how we doing in St. Louis. You got that connection, man. I need to hook up.
Hey, listen, I had to get in where I fit in. I'm like, okay. You know, when you plan trips and you got to look at money and stuff, what you can do is like, all right, let's save us money here. Let's save us money there. I mean, you know what? This trip could be equivalent to opening day tickets because you went to the Cardinals game opening day. I know they bust heads on the opening day, but it's a nostalgia thing. So we could be in the same boat.
Yeah, and like I said before, as you said, they be busting heads because it's a national holiday. That's what it should be.
Yeah,
opening.
I get it.
St. Louis, it don't matter if the team is scheduled to be 0-162. Game 1 at Busch Stadium is gonna be filled to capacity and the vibe around the city. So that's why the tickets are so high. And that'd be the only time I go to a game where I'm paying more than $100. Other than that, I'm paying like less than 30 to go to the game. And I get great seats still. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the opening day, you get the other stuff with it. You get the pre-game festivity. You get the downtown. Like I said, nostalgia. You're getting a lot of extra that you don't get on some of the other games. So I get it. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, you definitely gotta make it happen. I think you and the husband y'all both, will enjoy it. And cause like even my mother-in-law, shouts out to you and to my wife, Jamie. But the mother-in-law, she went to her first opening day game and she enjoyed it. You know, seeing Ozzie Smith just like literally 5 feet from you and waving and can look right in your eyes, it's like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Then it was just so ironic how I think I said this before, but like Whitey Herzog, he was there opening day. He wasn't in the carpool because he was old and everything and not doing that well, but he was like in this suite, and then he died like a week later. It's like, man, I was at the last opening day, and then that was same thing for oh my Lord, what's his name? Bob Gibson. I was there for his last one. And
what about Stan the Man?
Stan the Man, I was there for his as well. I haven't missed an opening day game in probably like maybe 7-8 years.
Wow, that's a hell of a streak there. Okay.
And now the wifey, she's been going for the last 3. So it's like it's a tradition. I had to be there. So I just don't want to miss that. Because you never know what happens on open day. I'm saying something majestic can happen, whether it's before the game or during the game. You just never know. So it's an incredible thing. But with that being said, once again, we have a incredible guest on the show. Bunny, I know that you missed the last time we had a guest that went to Cardinal Ritter. You was like, I wanted to speak to him.
Hey.
But now you have the opportunity because this young man went to Cardinal Ritter. But even before that, I've known this man and his family because they are family to me. You know what I'm saying? He's a nephew of my best friend, Jonathan. Shouts out to you, Jonathan, if you're watching right now. But I've seen this man from a boy to now man doing his thing. I've been wanting to get him on the show for quite some time. And what perfect time than right now, because by this time next week, I believe he's gonna be singing.
Wow, really? You broke out there, so out of all the songs singing for Chinese or Mandarin type, that's what came to your head. Really? Because you stopped at that, you don't know how to act. See,
I had to do it, but yeah, he's gonna be out there doing this thing, balling in China. And before he went, I had to make sure he was on the show. He's been doing his thing in college. He's a baller, representing from the Lou. He got his fam watching. I know they read the comment and see him, so we ain't gonna hold anything back. The moment is here. Everyone leave comments, leave them emojis as he bring in. They call him Malek Davis. What's going on with you, brother?
How you doing?
Okay, Leak. What's good? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Man, we doing amazing. As I said in the pre-show, thanks for taking time out. I know you got a lot going on, about to make a big move very soon. So thank you for being part of the Platform Sports Talk Show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah, most.
Quick question, not directly related to this, but you're about to leave for China in a few days, correct?
Actually, so I just got some news that the trip got pushed back like exactly 30 days. So I won't be leaving until June.
More time. Okay. You got a little more time.
Yeah, a little bit more time.
Okay. And my question, when it comes to the passport, are you still responsible for handling that? Like I said, if it expires, need to be renewed, or does the team and do all that? What do you call it? Visas, the immigration, do they do all that for you, or you still have to worry about all that?
Actually, they take care of all of that. I had my passport already, but I had to go to Chicago to get my visa, but like they reimbursed me for the travel and the visa as well.
Okay. That's it. Go ahead, then, friend. That was on my mind because I had a situation a couple weeks ago with somebody in the passport, so I was just curious. And he knows he is.
Got them issues. Yeah.
Crazy.
Going through that whole process of getting the whole what you call it?
I've been the same day. I done it for my daughter. Look, I told you I'm thorough and I have to plan out trips. So I'm going to Chicago. I'm having double of everything, all documents, triple. I'm just saying, I don't know anything like you forgot this. When you go on a trip out of town, you need to say that we ain't got no time for any mistakes, okay? Everything is checked twice.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely follow up in regards to your trip to China. But before then, a question that we love to always ask our special guests as we bring them into the show is when would you say you first fell in love with sports?
Probably as a kid, for real. I've been playing basketball since I started walking, for real, for real. So probably when I was 3, 4, 5 years old.
And basketball was the first love, or was there any other sports that you was playing as well?
Well, I played basketball, football, and baseball growing up, but basketball I was better at basketball.
Okay, so football. Let's stick with football just for a second. What position did you play?
A little bit of everything. When I started off playing, I was on the line. Then they had me playing defensive end. Then I played a little bit of quarterback. I played a little bit of safety. So it was I was all over the place.
Now I know you were younger, but
yeah,
a son never forgets. So when you out there on the field and you hitting people or you getting hit, what was your mom's reactions?
My mom ain't like it. My mom ain't like us playing football. That's part of the reason I stopped, to be honest with you.
Too many risks, huh?
Yeah, too much bang.
You have a favorite position that you played, even though you were younger?
In football?
Yeah, in football. Mm-hmm.
Nah, not for real. I ain't really like football, to be honest with you.
There's something to do. And then you said baseball, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what position in baseball?
Same thing, a little bit of everything. I play catcher, shortstop, third base, second base, outfield. So a little bit of everything.
All around.
Favorite position in baseball?
Shortstop, for sure.
The Wizard.
For sure.
That's how I was. I was a shortstop when I was younger. I played pretty much short or third base. So I always want to be in the action. And I had a great arm.
That's the action. That's the action.
Yeah. So definitely love. It's important for the youth to be able to participate in so many different sports. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You can't just put all your eggs in one basket and think that this is it where you got so many other options. So at least you was able to, experience playing multiple sports. So you locked into basketball. Who would you say were some people that helped you along the way to develop your game as you was getting older?
First two people come to mind is Terrell Ramey and Ryan Johnson. Them probably the most pivotal people along the journey, to be honest with you. I met Coach Terrell when I moved back to St. Louis in like 8th grade. And then I met Coach Johnson my sophomore year in my junior year in high school.
Nice. Yeah, we actually had both of those gentlemen on our show in the past. So great guys. And I meant to say earlier before I brought him on, Bunny, is that everyone knows that I went to the V, but like this show here has been like a Connor Ritter.
Yes.
As well, because we had Ryan Johnson on, we had Brendan Spain, who's the coach of the football team, won last years. We had his wife on ladies' night. I mean, it's just been a Cardinal Ritter type thing here. We got more comments coming in. So, like I said, keep them comments going throughout the whole night, everyone. Let the whole world see y'all. Show love to what his father says, baby leak. Baby leak.
You talking about Coach Terrell? I'm like, what is Coach Ramey? Hey, I thought this was Coach Ramey's face. When I say that intensity ain't no punk. Oh my God!
Ain't no joke.
Oh.
Yeah, ain't no joke.
It's funny because I thought that Coach Ramey. You just see him, just if you don't know who he is, just a regular old guy on that sideline, baby. He had me scared in those stands. Okay, my son was on the team, and I was like, a drill sergeant, but the boys play hard for him and they love. You can tell, but he ain't no joke. He can beat any drill sergeant out there with that intensity.
He gonna get him right. He gonna get him right.
And actually, I see that he just tuned in on Instagram, Coach Ramey. So he might leave a comment or two. So if he does, I'll go ahead and leave it in the chat, or I'll just say it out loud. But once again, we do have Malek Davis on the show. So now let's get right into, and he says 100. There we go. Let's go right into Connor Ritter. And how would you describe your time at Connor Ritter High School?
To be honest, just growing up, I got a lot tougher going to Connor Ritter. That's really what I needed, to be honest. Just facing some adversity. I came in as a freshman, playing varsity. Just got through in the fire, kind of had to figure it out, and I think now that kind of played into my favor a little bit as I got older.
And what position were you in high school?
Point guard, shooting guard. I was playing a little bit of both.
So we had this conversation with previous guests who have been point guards in a past. We know that that's a demanding and a big leadership position to take. And with you coming in as a freshman, was that something that you had to learn in regards to rally the troops to get your guys together? Because you got to know all the plays, make sure everyone's in a position. How was that transition and you becoming a point guard and mastering, as they could say, that position?
Coming in, it kind of wasn't an adjustment because I told you, like I said, I played for Coach Terrell. So in 7th, 8th grade, I was kind of already used to a little bit of smoke. So when I got there, I was already accustomed to it.
Look at him. He was already ready. Loving it.
You said you came in Ritter on varsity, or you did JV and varsity?
I just played varsity.
You definitely came in with some skills. That's what's up. Hey, not too many people can do that, especially, Ritter's the powerhouse when it comes to all sports. But definitely in basketball, they're a powerhouse. Did you ever think about going and playing football as well? Even though your mom didn't like it, but being a 2-sport athlete or no?
Nah, cause I probably around my 8th grade, freshman year is kind of when I started to realize I might could be a little bit good at basketball. So I ain't want to jeopardize that. And I already broke my leg a couple times. Yeah.
So you said you started realizing that you was getting good at it. Do you remember that game in particular that you was like, you know what? Okay, it's coming to me a little bit easier. The game is coming slower. I'm getting there now.
I wouldn't say that happened my freshman year. That probably happened my sophomore year in high school. Probably in the summertime in AAU. One of those games. It just that year I kind of knew like I could maybe go get a scholarship or something, do something.
And speaking of AAU, we know that a lot of kids are doing it. From your experience, what advice would you give to those kids, or maybe even the parents who are considering putting their kids in AAU? What would you say to those parents and kids who's about to maybe enter the AAU world?
I would say you got to find somebody that's genuine and that really love kids. And like if you in St. Louis, I would advise anybody to go play with Coach Ramey and his organization, because it's a family and he really care about the kids. But other than that, just finding somebody that's really investing in your child and knowing like what they need and what they need to do, and not just trying to grab your money and stuff like that.
Got you. Once again, shouts out to Coach Ramey. He's on Instagram. He said, "Proud of my dude Leak." So he's showing you love on the IG right now. And keep them comments going. Let's have a good time with this interview. So you said that your junior year was when Coach Ryan Johnson came. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And when he came in, how much did he change the culture of Cardinal Ritter basketball?
So my junior year, Randy Reed was still the head coach, but Coach RJ, like we all knew that Coach Reed was about to retire. So my junior year, like Coach Reed was the head coach, but he kind of let RJ take over. So that year, it really wasn't a as big as of a change as it was my senior year. But my senior year, he definitely came and changed everything.
And when you say he changed everything, can you describe exactly what are some of the ways that he was doing that was like caught y'all like, okay, yeah, he's serious. This is different. It's about to be a whole different game. Ball game now.
To be honest, it just was the work. Just like he would work out with us, and those workouts would the workouts I did in high school are to this day still harder than any workout I did in college my senior year. And that was just the difference. Just him instilling us that we gotta work for everything, and like we not the top dogs. We're gonna have to work for it.
That's correct. And during the time you were at Cardinal Ritter, I mean, the St. Louis basketball scene has always been it, but that time frame when you was playing, it was some pretty heavy hitters that was going through the circuit during that time. Who were some of those top players outside of yourself that was holding things down for the Lou, if you still can recall?
You talking in my class or the class above me? It was a lot going on around that time.
Let's go stick with your class.
My class, you had Yuri, you had Mario, you had EJ Liddell, TJ. You had kids like Keon, Batchman. I'm trying to think so I don't leave nobody out. That's all I can think right now, but it was definitely a lot of talent in our class that came out in 2019.
And when you saw how they were getting notarized, was that something that kind of lit a fire under you? Like, you know what? I'm in that same class. I got to go ahead and let people know just who I am as well.
Nah, not really. It kind of just it really motivated me because all them dudes, like I grew up with all of them. So I mean, just watching them, we all watch each other get better and go through that process. So seeing that, it kind of just motivated me to do my own thing and get on my own type.
And what were some of the achievements that you accomplished at Cardinal Ritter during your time?
My senior year, I think I was all state, all metro. I was player of the year with Yuri, co-player of the year. I think it was maybe one or two more things, but I can't remember.
Do you still have a relationship with people like Yuri and others that was in your class?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yuri's my guy. That's me and him probably the closest out of all of them. But me and all of them, we still keep in touch, talk. We still, some of us we still in a group chat together. So yeah, we still keep in touch.
That's dope, man. Love it. So you weren't there when Cardinal Ritter won the championship, is that correct?
No, sir. They won year right after I left. My little brother was on the team.
Gotcha. So we give you credit. You helped pave the way for them to win it. See, aha.
Right.
I didn't get it that year, but the following year they're ready to go, and that's how they get it. So you still get credit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in the written books, but everybody else that know, they know
the whole thing. I want to feel that.
I know, but I'm just saying, make sure like he was shortchanged with the hardware, but at the same time, again, we're gonna get to this topic later. But NBA, you still need your core, good group of people to get over the hump. So you help get started. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so pretty much he paved the way. So it has to be dope, man. So Now, from high school, of course, you have that decision because now you get into the next chapter of your life, and that's college. Can you talk about the recruitment process and what you went through, what your parents went through, all of y'all all together, and which eventually led to you choosing Drury College?
So my process was a little different than everybody's. It was super slow. I wasn't really I wasn't recruited heavy, highly, or whatever. I wasn't a top player, or whatever you want to say. But it was a few schools like towards the end of my senior year, more than a few schools. It was probably like 6 or 7 schools that were interested, and I went with Drury because I felt like that was the best decision.
Okay. Well, with that recruitment, you finally selected Drury, but before that, when you went on your recruiting visits, like what were the things that sticks out to you that you like, yeah, I could see myself playing here?
I kind of wanted to play for a hard nosed coach like Coach Ramey and RJ, and we had a his name's Steve Hesser, and if you know about him, he's definitely hard nosed Hall of Fame coach, but he was definitely a little rough around the edges.
Well, I guess that was an easy transition coming from Coach Ramey to him, huh?
Not it was I ain't gonna say it was easy. It was a little different. It was
Okay.
definitely different. I definitely had my ups and downs, but I think I needed it. I think that I definitely needed it.
So you out there on the basketball court playing NCAA Division II basketball. What was the biggest transition from playing high school ball to playing D2?
I would say probably the structure, and then just the speed and the strength of the game. But everything else, like in between the lines, is just basketball. But they were definitely stronger, bigger, faster, and then it was more structured. Like you gotta be here at a certain time, be here at a certain time. You got weights, you got practice, you got film, you got study hall, you got conditioning. So it was just you was on a time clock.
And I see we'll talk about later on in regards to your choices in college, but was it important for you to be away from St. Louis and go a little further out than being homegrown or staying in a home city?
What'd you say? It had buffered a little bit.
Oh, how important was it for you to itself for staying in St. Louis or in Missouri, but to go further out and be a little bit more long distance? Was that something that you say, no, I had to go ahead and do this and had a different experience being away from home?
Yeah, I wanted to be a little far, but not too far to where my parents couldn't get to me. So they could at least watch a couple games. But I definitely wanted to get away so I can grow up a little bit.
And how would you rate your overall experience at Drury University?
It was a good experience. It had its, like I said, like everything, it had its ups and downs, but I think it was needed. Some of the stuff that I went through at Drury just prepared me for some of the stuff that I'm about to go through now. So I think it was a good experience overall, though.
Well, let me ask you this: but the transition from high school to college ball, you said it helped mature you going away, not too far, but not too close. How did you adjust with that small town life coming from St. Louis? Not big city, but we definitely not small. Going to a smaller town where Drury is, how did you adjust, and what did you miss from home while you were down there?
Uh, I wouldn't say it wasn't a real big adjustment because I'm not real big. Like I just be in the if I'm not in the gym, I'm at home. So all I needed was the gym, to be honest. And I missed some stuff from the crib, but to be honest, I really didn't because I was just focused on basketball and school. If I had to say I missed something, it would probably be like cooking.
I
food.
think you're gonna say that.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Some good old Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? Good St. Paul sandwich in there. Just asking. Just an Emo's pizza. Wasn't sure if that was on your list or not. Had that eating habits on the weekends.
So coming in as a freshman, I think about loving basketball, how Monica, went to USC and she was a star in high school. Then she went to college and people was like, old girl was like, now I'm rookie. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm freshman. How was that towards you? How were you received as an incoming freshman? And how long did it take for your teammates to say, you know what, this dude is cool, man. I look forward to rocking with him.
Well, it was a big adjustment. I wouldn't say a big adjustment, but it was a slight adjustment at first. We used to bump heads a lot because I was coming in trying to take somebody's spot, and I kind of let that be known. And some people ain't like that. I wouldn't either if I was an upperclassman and a freshman coming in trying to. But as time went by, and we got to know each other and stuff, and they got to know me, I got to know them. It was good. Like we brothers for life. I still talk to all my teammates from every school I went to.
What would you say was probably your best or biggest moment that you had at Drury University?
Probably cracking the top 25 my freshman year. Top 25 in the country.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up. Okay.
And I see here that each year you were progressing from 6.2 points a game to 12.3, and then to 14.6. So what was it about college that you started getting more confidence? What was it that helped you along the way?
As I got older, I just started to realize that basketball is still basketball. At the end of the day, if you put in the work, everything else gonna take care of itself. And once I kind of start figuring it out, I just kept going with it.
And speaking of going with it, he took his talents like LeBron James, University of Cal Poly Humboldt, and played 2023 to 2024. And what was the reason why you wanted to transfer to that school first off?
So at Drury so after my sophomore year, we had a coaching change, and I was about to leave that year, but I ended up staying with the new coach at Drury, and it didn't work out how we thought it would. And when I wanted to leave, I was leaving again, but I wanted to go play for a black head coach, because I had already played for 2 Caucasians before that. So I wanted to go play for a black head coach, and that school in Cali, it seemed like it was that was the right fit.
And I'm glad that you brought that up, because Bunny, how many times have I brought up something that he went through? Because I believe it pretty much got big during the time he was in college, was that it's a transfer portal. And I always say one of the main not excuses, but reasons why someone should take the transfer portal is if there is a coaching change. Because when you got recruited, it was with someone else, and then you're trying to bring the school brings in someone different, and you don't know anything about this new coach. And that's where I feel, okay, well, that's a perfect reason, to say, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I know other transfers, they leave because they just don't feel like, even with the coach staying at that school, they'll be like, well, I ain't getting the playing time like I used to with the same coach. I'm gonna just go somewhere else. So sometimes the grass ain't always greener on the other side. So Malik, with that being said, the transfer portal got real hot, was a big topic in college. What was your thoughts when you were first introduced to this new world of the transfer portal?
Pretty much it's kind of cutthroat. It's eat or be eaten, really. College coaches, it really killed it for the high school kids, because college coaches are gonna go look in the portal look at JUCO kids before they go look at high school kids. So I feel like that really was the only impact um, that it had, and also the like you said, the grass is not green on the other side. If you get in the portal, it's not easy to get to another school.
Yeah, with that being said, does that picture get painted by, I guess, regular media, social media, where people think go on the portal so you can find another opportunity? And you just stated it's not as easy as it seems. So what gives this, I won't say false hope, but what gives this perception that just going to portal is going to solve all your problems?
I think people think it's a way out. Like the only reason I got in the portal is, like I said, my coach he changed, and I got in the portal my sophomore year when he left, and I ended up staying with the new coach because I didn't want to leave, but they think it will fix like the problems that they have. Like, oh, if I'm not playing and I go to another school, I might get some more playing time, or oh, you got a problem with the coach or something like that, so I'm gonna leave and try to go to another school. But in our reality, it don't really work like that, and it's not that sweet. And these coaches are every coach you're gonna have to deal with some, just like they're gonna have to deal with something with you. So just like we talk amongst players, the coaches talk amongst coaches. So if you leave a school and you left a school and the coach says you got a bad attitude or something and it gets to a different coach, you know what I'm saying? It's like telephone, it keep going. And once something bad gets out, it's over with.
You got a good point there. Okay.
Right.
But I was thinking this before the portal, you all, was it to where you just said somebody has a bad attitude or somebody not getting a lot of PT playing time, they figured to go somewhere else. Back then you had to sit out a year and then, after you transferred, and sometimes they still would get playing time. So with the portal and people thinking that it's all their problems, it's not. I mean, I just think if you all are 17 to 24-year-olds in general, so average, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Are they seeing this like, all right, I transferred, it didn't work out, I'm gonna try it again? Is it a maturation process that needs to be happening as well when they think it is not working out? Should I go to the portal, or should I just stay and try to gel with this new coach or team or whatever? I think it's maturation process, or definitely just basketball.
I would say everybody's situation is different. Like you go through different stuff. Like I say, every coach got their problems. Whether you know what the problems are or what you're gonna have to deal with, or you're gonna have to deal with some. And like I said, I know a lot of basketball players, and I know people that dealt with some bad stuff that's like unbearable, and I know some people that it's been all flowers and peaches. So I think it just depends on what you go through.
And going back to the home front, when you realize that moment that hey, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave, transfer from Drury. When you told your parents, what was their reaction?
Well, they wanted me to leave. They wanted me to leave. They were ready to me. Like my parents are not in for quitting something before you finish or something like that. But like I tried to stay and I tried it and it just didn't work out. So they felt like it was time for something new.
Yep, I can relate. I went through some of that, and while playing for the V, my mom, she got tired of me not getting the playing time, and she just thought things just wasn't adding up right. And she was like, you know what, it's time for you to go ahead and just bounce off that team. So that did what was best at that time. So parents do be knowing what's up, but at least like you said before, you have been pretty much trying to do your best, I'm saying, to give it your all before you say, you know what, I'm cool.
Yeah.
So continuing on, once again, your time at University of Cal Poly Humboldt, how would you not explain, but just give it overall about your experience there at that school.
It was wild. I ain't gonna
Uh-oh.
lie.
Uh-oh.
Like Wild West.
Not wild West wild. Nah, we just had a our coach was just I ain't gonna speak too bad on him, but he was getting investigated for some things, and he was doing some things that you shouldn't be doing as a coach. I'm gonna say that. So that kind of messed up everything as a whole for the whole experience in California. But basketball, like my teammates, that was probably the best team. Like talent wise, that was probably the best team I had. We just had a I don't know, some type of crazy coach.
Whoa, boy. You can't speak on certain things. Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Hey, you know it's something.
You know it was spicy over there. Cali.
But I see that he was that you were top 10 in free throw percentage in the country, and then number 2, let's see, 89%. And I can't recall what I can't tell what stat that was. Is that probably in regards to the free throw percentage? You were 89%. So
yes, sir.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You talking about that pressure, whether you're at home on the road, the free throws are free, but that pressure to make them shots, you know what I'm saying? Not just at the beginning of the game, but in the clutch moments. So 89%, that's very respectable. So shouts out to you for making that happen while you were at Cal Poly Humboldt. So you're at that school, and like you said, it's wild. You like, oh, well, mom, dad, think it's time to leave again. What did they say that time?
They wanted me to leave during the middle of the season at this school. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
It was that wild. Yeah, it was wild.
They like, man, this ain't it, man.
One story. Just give me this one, because I've never heard somebody say the story this bad in this season. I need to go, but I'm gonna try to stick it out. Like, just give me one story.
One story. All right. He told us one time, if we don't win this game, y'all not eating tonight.
What?
And I don't care what time y'all get home. I don't care what time we get out of here. If we don't win this game, y'all not eating tonight. Stuff like that. And we wouldn't eat for real. Like we wouldn't get no food for real.
He was trying to starve y'all out. Like,
no, he was. He wasn't. It wasn't trying. He was.
I know, yeah, I can see my mama bear like, get out now. Don't wait till she now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. Now you trying to hold food for y'all, and that's supposed to motivate play. I mean,
yeah.
Let me go on mute.
Wow, that's crazy. The stories that you hear that you don't expect to hear, but
right.
That's why we had this show, because a lot of people see from a far point of view the outside of it. They can see you being the ball player. They don't see what you have gone through, and that's why you have shows like this and have guests like yourself, so people can kind of get an understanding that it's not just like we said before, the grass is always greener on the other side. You go through different stuff. So it's good for players who are watching this right now, who's in high school and wants to prepare for the college life and what to expect in the transfer portal. This is what they need to see so they can understand that it is the real world once you graduate from high school. So with that being said, now you go to your last school, Henderson State University. Why did you choose that school?
Kind of because when I got there, it kind of felt like home. The coach that was there, Coach E, he been recruiting me since I've been in high school, and I told him no every time. So I told him no in high school. I told him no my sophomore year when I got in the portal. I told him no my junior year when I got in the portal, and I got in the portal again after my junior year, and he still was around. And when I went there, it just felt like home. So I felt like it wasn't no reason that this man's still around after all this time.
And Bunny, check out this comment from his dad. That's mild compared to the other stuff. So there's more.
Wow. Gee Willikers, Batman. It gets worse than that.
Woo wee.
I know, right? Oh goodness. Hey, Yeek, you I say Yeek, I'm sorry. My nephew, his name is Malik as well. We call him Yeek.
Yeah.
But you're a real one for surviving that whole season of that type of that situation with that coaching team. I guess what don't kill you make you stronger, right? Because there's some craziness.
Fact.
Oh wow. And as you keep showing the pictures of Smoooth, I see how his hair changed, facial hair, all of that evolved. Every picture you show for every team.
He's evolving.
Yeah, it's literally evolving.
Real quick from IG, Dwayne Polk, former and coach at the V, says Malik is one of the hardest working young men I've seen. From high school to college, he continues to improve on and off the court. I'm proud of you, little bro.
My God, appreciate you.
So when you hear comments like that, and when you in front of people who are telling you how proud they are because of the man that you're becoming, or are now, how does that make you feel?
It just make me want to keep going for real. Like, give me a little motivation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes everybody had them days where they don't feel like going, but that just motivate me to keep going.
And speaking of motivation to keep going, I'm pretty sure this moment here when you scored 40 points senior night, man, tell everyone about this night, man, and just so how amazing it felt for you to be able to hold that down on senior night.
What's actually crazy is, like, I don't think nobody noticed, but like my dad told me that I was about to do that before the game, without even and I ain't have no conscience of it, or like I ain't even think about it, and it didn't register until I did it after the game. But it was just a fun night. Like, it was senior night. It was my last game. Like, our team knew we wasn't gonna make the playoffs, so we knew that was our last game of the season, period. So that my people came down, and I mean, I just went out there and had fun, and that was the outcome. Like, I really was unconscious. I really wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't know I was scoring that much, to be honest, to the end of the game.
So what's it like? You just making layups or 3 points? You like, man, I'm like Steph Curry out here. Just keep on giving me the ball.
It was a little bit of everything. I had some threes, I had some layups, I had some mid range, I had some free throws. It was a little bit of everything.
So you pretty much couldn't miss that night, huh? Hot hand, just couldn't miss.
Yeah, for the most part.
Man, that has to be an incredible feeling. What was the capacity at that gym? Not that night, but what was like the capacity amount that people can be in the gym at Henderson State?
I'm not sure, but that game was probably one of our more crowded. Like, it was more people at that game than some of the other ones, just because it was our last one.
And was that something that you just kind of like sit down on the sidelines or in the locker room, and you're realizing your last game in college? Did that kind of make you emotional, or what was going on through your mindset when you realized you about to play your last college game?
It didn't hit me until like the night after the game, when I was sitting in my room. Like, after the game, it didn't hit me, but when I got in my room, I got a little emotional. But that's when it hit me, that night.
Then I'm sure this moment here was also another emotional and great moment. You getting your degree, and there go your shouts out to them. Just talk about this picture and how much this photo means to you.
Shout out Mom, Pops. I mean, get my degree. That was the goal. That's why I went through all that fire. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stayed down and kept going, so I could get that. So later in life, when this ball stopped bouncing, I know I'm gonna be all right.
And I want to go back to the transfer portal and also NIL. Were y'all given some kind of like, not a whole class or anything, but who were some people that was talking to you about what to prepare for with the transfer portal and dealing with NIL and you trying to make your own brand while you're in college?
While I was in college, not really. Like nobody besides my parents. I mean, I would call RJ and Coach Terrell. They would give me as much insight as they can because Ramey had his. Courtney was in college as well, and he had to go through the portal and stuff. So, but other than that, nobody for real.
Do you feel?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead first, Bunny.
No, it wasn't directly with that.
Oh, okay. So, do you feel that once the transfer portal and NIL became such a big deal in college, that it took away from your eyes, whether it was in D2 or people that you knew in D1? Did it take away, do you feel, the love of the game of basketball because they took it more as an opportunity to make money except for the love and passion of the game?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. The game definitely changing. People don't work as hard. People don't play as hard. And like you said, like it's a lot of kids that just want to get to college and just get a bag. But for me, like what I'm saying, I got to college just off the love of the game, like me loving the game, me really getting down, grinding and working hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't always, like I said, I wasn't ranked. I wasn't always the, what I'm saying, I'm not the tallest, fastest, jump the highest. So, I had to work for it a little bit. So that's kind of really all I know. So when it comes to that, the NIL and the kids going for money, like I don't talk that language, so I don't understand it. But it definitely changing the game a little bit.
My question on the academic side. So, non-athletes, when you transfer schools, you prayerfully all your credits transfer. So when you're a student athlete and you're going from one school to another, it's the same thing. All your credits transfer. They try to transfer to some, they may not, or like does that make a decision like another school because your credits?
So it depends. Like when you transfer, some schools don't take the classes that the other schools had, or some schools might not have certain classes. So it depends on like what your major is and what you going to school for. But with me transferring, because it's a rule, you're only supposed to transfer once. Like it's a rule you can only transfer one time, and I transferred twice. So I wasn't really supposed to be able to play my senior year, but we were able to get a like a waiver. But for my senior year, some of the classes that I took at Cal Poly didn't transfer to Henderson, so I had to like retake them.
Wow, and you still graduated in your 4-year time frame, though, right? That's amazing. I mean, just one class or two classes to redo, add to your course load and still be a student athlete. That's still commendable, and still graduating in your time frame. What's up?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So let's say you have, well, before I even ask that question, I see that you played D2. Do you feel at the end of the day that you should have been a D1 player?
I feel like everything happened for a reason. Everybody's story path different.
Mm-hmm.
After that first year, I was in the portal. I mean, after my sophomore year, that first time I was in the portal, I was actually talking to multiple Division I schools. So I had an opportunity to go Division I, but I kind of just wanted to stay loyal, and I was already doing good at jury, and I didn't want to leave that. So I think that I definitely could have played Division I. I had an opportunity to, but like I said, everybody's path different.
And were there certain schools on the schedule that were D1 that y'all did play during your time in either college?
This year at Henderson, we played Tulane and SEMO. Where SEMO only played like one half. My coach, I don't know, he didn't want to play me the second half. He didn't want me to get hurt. And then against Tulane, kind of the same thing. I played a little bit in the second half, but I only played the first half. But both games I did pretty good. Like against Tulane, I think I hit like 6 or 7 threes or that, or 8 threes, something like that.
Well, show off then. I like it.
Yeah.
Let them know. All right. So let's say you have a group of incoming freshmen who have no idea what to expect in the world of college basketball. What would you tell them?
You gotta listen. That's the biggest thing. You gotta listen and just work hard. That's it. If you listen and you work hard, half the other stuff is gonna handle itself. You already there for a reason. It's a certain percent that get a chance to go play college basketball, and if you in that percent, you there for a reason. So I would say just listen and work hard, and everything else gonna take care of itself.
This may seem like a crazy question, but when you say work hard, define work hard, and I'm gonna say specific. So if you're talking about if y'all got practice from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., is working hard meaning getting there at 6 to 7, do your personal thing, and then do working out with the team? You putting the extra time in, is working hard. Just staying all night to get your homework done and still be able to make practice in the morning. Like, what is your definition of working hard?
Working hard is like just doing the extra, like not just what's asked of you. Like you said, if you got practice at 7, you don't have to come in at 6 in the morning, but some time throughout the day, you gotta find some time to go put in some extra work, or if you gotta stay late to finish your homework and finish assignment or get in the gym. I think that's the type of stuff that separates you and put, like, if you're just doing the stuff that's asked of you, you're just gonna be any other regular guy on the team. But if you doing the extra, you're gonna separate yourself.
Speaking of separating, I know you probably saw, I know Bunny might laugh when I bring this up, but I'm pretty sure you saw He Got Game, correct? With Ray Allen.
Sure.
There we go. And if you watch the movie, you all know what Ray Allen's character, Jesus Shuttlesworth, went through with old girl. And pretty much what I'm saying is that in college, even when you're a high school standout student, but there's temptation. How hard was it at all? If it was at all, wasn't for you to resist temptation and focus on the reason why you're in school and the reason why you got a scholarship or an opportunity, at that school?
It was, if you stay focused, it's not that hard. I would say, like, it's always gonna be there no matter what you do. And I mean, everybody do their thing. Everybody have their faults, but if you stay focused and keep your mind on why you're there and why you do it and why you doing it, then I think that it's not that hard.
And without mentioning any names, I'm gonna put them on blast, but did you experience firsthand some players that came in like focused on the game, but then you just steered away because of temptation? That you try to like be like, hey man, it ain't worth it, or they just never came back, or they pulled themselves back. Did you ever experience being in front of anyone who was like that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I got plenty of teammates, just as many teammates that on the straight and narrow I got that's then went the other way. So yeah, wow. I see that. You see that a lot though. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference in making it and not making it through college. Is actually just staying focused. Because if you do, I'm telling you, if you stay focused and you work hard and you listen, everything else is gonna handle itself.
Man, that's crazy. It's crazy. But it happens. As you see, Bunny, it have that temptation to something else, boy.
Man, listen, but you gotta use He Got Game as an example. Like, dude. Come on, damn, that was crazy. But it's realistic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It is. Let's talk about the other species, the women, and how they have been showing up and showing out in college basketball. And as of last season, I mean, it's been over the last couple of years, but just the last 2 years from Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark. I mean, it's just been an amazing
Wilson.
Yes, it's been an amazing time for the game of basketball. You seeing it firsthand. Are the ladies slowly taking over college basketball?
I think so. They some gangsters. They some dogs. They some dogs. They play like boys. That's what they playing. They move like boys now. Like, I mean, I think people been sleep on girls basketball. I've been a fan of girls basketball. Like, it's a lot of girls from our city that are really good, and I feel like girls don't get the credit that they deserve because, in my eyes, I think it's harder for girls to be good than a male to be good because, you know what I'm saying, genetics. You know what I'm saying. We got athleticism. We can jump high. We fast. Like, girls don't got all that. So the fact that they can be skilled like that, I feel like that's more exciting than it's not more exciting than somebody going to dunk a ball for sure, but I feel like it's more exciting than men's basketball for sure.
And Bunny, how many times have I said that what he just said about the genetics and how it's harder for women to score, which makes us appreciate their game even better because they have much more adversity to score. So hearing him say that, how does it make you feel, Bunny?
Well, I just wanted to correct thing because you said athleticism. Our athleticism may be different, but it's still the same as far as, you know, the women. I'm not trying to be technical, you all, but just because we have different listeners. So say girls, say women. I'm just going to sum up and just say women. You know, they have to work out. They put the hard work in. They put the time. You know, a lot of women, when they're young girls, they start off playing against boys and girls. But, you know, your game gets better by playing against the competition. And specifically, I know a few players that played against boys that helped their game. So when they're playing against other young ladies and women, they are just at the top. But it's definitely great to finally get acknowledged. But again, we have always been here. We know what's male-dominated sports, so the men are controlling the money. They wanted to see women in a different aspect on TV, and it's not playing athletics, but it's for, you know, in general, y'all know what sells. So now that they got the eyes and the attention of more people out there, there is the fact that there actually are more men viewing WNBA games and women's college basketball than women. But it's a good thing for the game. I just wanted to evolve even more. But just tell everybody we have always been here. Y'all overlooking us for some reason, but we know why.
Yeah, but once again, shouts out to the ladies for always holding things down. And it shouldn't have had to have waited till the last couple of years, but looks like they are getting their just due. A lot of things are changing for the better for the ladies. So shouts out to the ladies who are holding things down and paving the way. So let's talk about the importance of family. We know, you already know I know about your family. You know what I'm saying? Since me and John been cool since we were little kids. So I know the family is big on support, man. But let's talk about first your mother and father. And when I say these two are some of the flyest parents, all
white party in that picture, I'm here for. Hey,
ain't playing no game. They leave no crumbs. But let's
go.
Talk about your parents and how special they made to you and how influential and how much they just been there for you.
They everything to me for real. They, you know what I'm saying, they've been there. They didn't show me the ropes. You know what I'm saying, taught me everything and taught me everything, my values, my principles, what to stand on. You know what I'm saying? My pops, he been showing me what it's like to like really love a woman the right way, like basically all my life. You know what I'm saying? So they really everything. They've been supporting me throughout everything. Going to college, playing basketball, the good, the bad. Without them, I probably, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. So my pops, love you, appreciate you for sure. But no, they everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Then I understand that you recently surprised someone that you know in the green and that she got pretty emotional when she saw that you came in town to support her and her birthday party. So talk about this picture right here.
Oh, that's my grandmother. That's my dad. That's my dad mom. I think that was we had pulled up to her birthday dinner. I came in town, surprised her. But that was like a little nice. We was out to eat at her birthday.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
who else are the people in that picture?
Right.
What'd you say?
Who else are the people in that picture with you?
Oh, that's my two little brothers and my pops.
Oh, okay, your two brothers. Okay, are they hoopers as well? They follow your footsteps?
They not like they hooped, they played, but like they don't really, take it as serious as I do. But my middle brother, Malachi, the one all the way to the left, he was on them state championship teams after I left. He got 2 rings with Coach RJ.
Oh, that's what's up.
Right. So now he be at home bragging like, big bro. Hey.
Nah, it ain't like that. It's all love.
No sibling rivalry. Okay.
Yeah, it's all love. He gave me one of the rings, actually.
Oh, that's what's up. Good looking out, bro.
That's dope. That's dope.
Okay, that's your people too. Reliable funeral home. Your pops or grandpa. What's that comment?
Oh yeah, that's my great grandparents. That's their funeral home, but that's my grandma commenting right now.
Oh, hey grandma. Okay, shout out to Reliable Funeral Home. Thanks for tuning in, grandma.
Much love to y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the Platform Sports Talk Show as we have our special guest Malek Davis. And Bunny, you asked about his little brothers, and as he said earlier, the one on the far left, Malik. So while Big Bro is on the court doing his thing, little bro just out here in Chicago doing this. So Malik was on the right, and he was the one sound like Ralph Tresvant.
No, that's Malachi. His name Malachi.
I'm sorry, Malachi. My bad.
Yeah.
I knew that. My bad, Malachi. Yeah, that sound like Ralph Tresvant with New Edition, right there.
No, that boy, he can sing.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I mean, those Davis boys, something else, Bunny.
Okay.
Them Davis boys, something else. Let's see. Got a few comments. You know the mom gonna say something. Same comment.
That was on the background thing, y'all. I was laughing. Love the support.
Yes. So seeing your little brother hold that down at Wrigley Field, singing for the Ops.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
He gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He going places with his that's what he passionate about. That's what he loves. Just like I love basketball, he loves singing. Can't nothing take him off of it. So he going places with his voice for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. See, now I'm waiting on him or them to sing at Busch Stadium. They help.
Like sing for the home team, man.
They gotta come back to the city.
Let's go. I want to see a red cap on, red jacket, whatever, And
you got to put on for your city, sing on for your city. How about that?
yeah. Let's see. This is Granny Kane. There you go.
Hey, Granny
I
Kane.
knew that was my
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, very talented family. So what about the youngest? What's going to be his talent to the world?
He into fashion. He like fashion. Yeah, so he about to graduate high school actually in a couple weeks. But
Okay.
he about to start a little like a clothing line, a clothing brand actually.
Okay.
That's what's up. I like it. I like
you flying in for the graduation or driving over there?
No, I'm be here. I should be here. I wasn't gonna be here, but now that the trip got pushed back, I should be here.
Okay.
everything works out for a reason. So that's
right?
pretty amazing. So let's talk about the next chapter of your life. You're about to make that move in about 30 days or so now to China. What made you choose that direction?
So I got hit up about an opportunity to go to China like as soon as the season was over. To get overseas, you gotta sign. You gotta have an agent, and it's kind of like college when you get recruited. Basically, like the agents, they find you, and I was lucky enough. A couple agencies were looking at me, and I chose one, Inner Performance Sports Agency, and with that, they're the ones that help you get a job overseas, and this thing that I'm planning in China is just it will help. So usually, kids out of college aren't able to go to this event, but they liked me and they wanted me to come, and my agency told me that it would kickstart my professional career. It would give me an opportunity to play against some professional teams while getting paid, and also just the experience of being overseas. It's just a short period of time because it's a tour, but it gives me just a glimpse of what the overseas life is like, and it'll prepare me for what's to come down the line as we approach for the next season coming up.
So jewelry, that's one experience. Then University of Cal Poly, Humboldt, and then Henderson State. You're going to freaking China. How did your parents take this?
They know that it's been like my dream to play professional basketball. So they kind of knew something like that was coming. So I kind of think I was prepared for it. But my family members, I got family members like, why are you going all the way to China? That's too far. You know what I'm saying? But
you crazy?
Really, yeah, I'm getting a lot of that, but some don't really understand all of that.
Yeah, and talk about just from your point of view. Are you nervous about going to China? Being in a whole different, you talk about culture shock. You're going to be experiencing a lot of things differently than what you experience here in the States. So tell us about, are you nervous at all? What are your expectations when you get out there?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous because you got to be on the plane that flight like all day. So that's one thing I'm nervous about. But the culture and like it's something that I want to experience. So I don't think I'm really, what I'm saying, nervous. I'm really more ready to go see it. To be honest with you, like basketball, like I said, it's universal. Everybody talk that language. Like overseas, no matter where you at, if you play basketball, it's all the same thing. So in between the lines, I'm not really worried about nothing. And as far as the culture and everything else outside of basketball, I'm kind of just ready to take it in. So I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I'm really ready for it.
Well, I just want you to do me a favor since you're going to China. How long is your contract for? How long are you going to be over there?
A month.
A month. in that short time, if you can learn basic words to where you come back over here, make a trip to St. Louis, order some Chinese food in Chinese, I want you to blow their mind. They be like, "You from St. Louis know some Chinese?"
I ain't
That's
never thought
no
about
way.
that. I might have to. I ain't never thought about that. I might have to do that.
I
People
just
like,
had you want you to blow their mind one time, and that's gonna
hey,
be
I
the
might have to
best
do that.
price you ever had.
hey,
I
buddy,
might
I
have
was
to
gonna
do
say if he does that, he might give free food for life.
No,
Hey,
fact.
I'm just saying. They gonna be ready for it. Brother from St. Louis speaking Chinese. But anyway, so with your 30 days over there in China, you tell us what you're kind of nervous about. I see your comments from your mom, your pops. They with it, they for you, they support you. Great. What do you expect when you finish your contract? Do you expect to do another one over there? You want to come back stateside in the US? You want to go to another country? Like, what do you expect once you're done?
So basically, that this tour is for exposure and experience. It'll give me some film, and like I said, the opportunity to play against some pro teams from China, some pro teams from Europe, and some pro teams from a couple other countries. Um, this is more so to help me for the next place that I will go. Um, so when I signed with that agency, they're trying to give me a job, and when I say a job, is that's like me being on a team next season. What I'm planning for this summer is more so for exposure. What I'm trying to get to is being on a team somewhere. I don't know right now. My agency is based out of Europe, and they um, place people in Germany, Romania, Europe, um, you name it. It's like 50 countries. So to be honest, it's just a waiting game, and me going to China is gonna help me as I transition into playing pro ball as I'm a rookie, and I need the experience of playing against some pro teams before I actually start playing the real pro season.
And I'm sure that you still have your eyes, your heart, and your everything set on a possible NBA experience. Is that correct?
Uh, to be honest with you, nah, I'm not too. I'm really content on like. You know what I'm saying I'm a realist when it come to basketball, and I'm not. I know I'm not going to the NBA. Like that's obvious. You know what I'm saying. I think some kids like we obviously all want to go to the NBA. That's the main goal. But at some point, you got to be real, and be real with yourself. Like I love playing basketball. Uh, I'm good enough to get the opportunity to play professional and get paid for it, and that was always the goal. So I don't really look at what I'm saying the NBA. I got a couple of friends that's in the NBA and in the likes of the NBA and the G League type. So I don't really look at it like that. I just look at it. I love the game. I want to just keep playing till I can't no more.
There we go. And earlier you brought up how you and Yuri Collins and other players who played during your time are still close. We had Yuri Collins on the show. I think it was on the Man Cave a few months ago. He's playing for the G League team, the Golden State Warriors. Have you talked to him, and what has been his experience playing in the G League?
Actually, yeah, I just met up with him probably like 2 or 3 days ago. He gave me some gear, but he said it's been what I'm saying, obviously a transition, another step up, but like I said, basketball is basketball. At that stage, it's a lot of politics and other stuff that can be talked about that goes into it. But basketball is basketball. What I'm saying, when he get a chance to get on the court, he do the same thing he been doing his whole career in college. So I don't think it was too much of an adjustment besides, what I'm saying, the politics and just a step up.
So before we let you go, gotta talk about some basketball real quick. Gotta go ahead and do that, Bunny. So talk about these NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics just won. They beat the Cavaliers, so they have advanced to the conference finals. What has been your thoughts in regards to the NBA playoffs overall?
It's some smoke right now. It's some bump. I like it. I like what's going on. I like I like that Denver and the Timberwolves series, and I also like the Mavericks and the OKC series. But I think at the end it's gonna be the Celtics and probably the Nuggets.
That's who I think. Yeah, that's who I had going to the finals. The Nuggets and the Celtics. Now, for media purposes, for ratings,
Yeah.
how important do you think it would be for a team like Minnesota with Anthony Edwards, who's he want that smoke? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't hold anything back to have someone like him in the forefront, except for a team like the Nuggets. I remember last year they faced the Heat and the ratings were terrible. And the NBA about trying to get those ratings poured in. Do you think that it shouldn't be, but do you think there's any pressure on wanting to have the Timberwolves maybe go to the finals and face against a Boston or possibly a New York Knicks team that would bring in more ratings?
Well, I think it would. To your point, it definitely bring in more ratings, but I just don't think that. You know what I'm saying? They good enough to beat the Nuggets or anybody good enough to beat the Nuggets, to be honest. But the TV ratings would definitely go up if you had and you know what I'm saying, Jason or Jaylen Brown going at it.
Bunny, as we go through the this playoff tree, what are your thoughts in the playoffs? Oh, you on mute.
So I think I mentioned this on Ladies' Night. Unfortunately, there was a couple of injuries, such as Giannis and being at his best, but it's the changing of the guard. Because think about this. Out of the last 4 champions, 3 of them are not in it right now. The Lakers is gone, the Bucks are gone, and the who was the other team? Warriors. Think about that. All them vets gone. Look, we'll get Giannis a vet. But you know what I'm saying? So Shy got the league on notice. Ant got the league on notice. Like Tatum been had the league on notice. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all are looking at this. Now, granted, like I said, Giannis injured, Jimmy Buckets is injured. You dealing with and then Donovan Mitchell got injured. I think that series would have definitely went a little longer if Mitchell didn't get injured. But they may get one another good run. They meaning those people, those all-stars I just mentioned. But I'm just saying these young cats is ready. And they ready to lead their team. Looking at the T-Wolves and the Nuggets, you said you don't think anybody can beat the Nuggets. Well, clearly the T-Wolves beat them, but you're talking about in the 7-game series. It's the experience. Yeah, the experience is the only thing that's holding them back. They need one more year. Granted, the backcourt, I said, make the difference. Front court, Nuggets, Jokic, and Aaron Gordon. Wow. T-Wolves got Gobert and Cat. But they're not equally matched, but close. But I was looking at the backcourt. I'm like, there's your difference. Conley and Ant against Murray and KCP. I think that's the difference there. I mean, it's not actually, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, because you ain't gonna stop Jokic. You're not. But let's look at
I think they can. I think they can stop you. If anybody can, it's got to be them because they got Cat and they got the defensive player of the year. So if anybody can stop Jokic, I'm not saying they can, but if anybody can, it should be them.
It should be like you said.
It should be.
But there's too many times where I see Rudy Gobert play like the softest 7-foot guy.
That's what I said back in the Jazz days. That's something like, dude, how you this tall, this so soft at the wrong time?
Wrong time. It's like, dude, how are you a defensive player of the year and you just allow punk you like you ain't nothing? You know, it's like you gotta have some kind of fire or something. They need to be like, nah, I ain't getting punked no more. You ain't gonna move.
You ain't gonna punk Jokic and Gordon, but you can punk Gobert. You won't punk Cat either. That's why I said they almost close, but not quite. Gobert is the weak link out of them 4.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, the playoffs have been exciting. Got some I think the OKC and Dallas will be starting very soon. So their series tied at 2. But overall, it has been a great playoff. Hope everyone have been enjoying the playoffs. And last night we had a debut. The WNBA, wrong thing. The
Like,
WNBA,
don't look like women players, but okay.
right? The WNBA, Caitlin Clark had her debut, had a rocky start, which is expected because she just a month ago was playing college basketball, and because of how things happen so fast, you have to transition.
That was a quick turn.
Exactly, and a lot of people don't think about that. Is her body still need time to adjust from college life to now playing against seasoned professionals, and a lot of people were trying to be on her like, hey, look at that. She had 20 points still, but if she had 10 turnovers, it was a rough start to her season, but that's expected because she just played college basketball 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So she's going
real ballers know, you know that. It's just people got to say something because it's easier to talk mess and not actually do it. So
exactly. Let me see. Let's see. Malik's father says Minneapolis needs a new point guard. Conley is on the downside of his career, and he's hurt as well
right now. But I mean, he was that vet that they needed. But T Wolves needed a vet though. They didn't have a good one. That's why T Wolves didn't go far last year either.
Hey, I'm sorry, you was Malik.
No, I was just saying that he there because he a vet.
Right. But yeah, so the Fever lost last night, but once again, Caitlin Clark, once she gets, I'll probably give her 10 games, and then she'll be like Caitlin Clark.
She's gonna be all right.
You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be just fine. Then game 2 was the Mercury versus the Las Vegas Aces and Aja Wilson doing Aja Wilson things, dominating.
Hold on. That's that girl right there in the left hand corner. She from St. Louis.
Oh, okay. Is that Suge? No, not Suge. Yeah, is that Suge?
Yeah, that is Suge. That is Suge.
Yeah, she played with the St. Louis Surge.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sure did. Suge Sutton, I believe that's her name.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's what's up. And then also on the same team for the Mercury is Mizzou product Sophie Cunningham as well. So they got some Missouri ties on the Mercury. But last night, Las Vegas Aces, they received their rings. They are
blinking.
And they're looking to be the first team to win 3 in a row since the Houston Comets, the days of Cynthia Bailey, Tina Thompson.
Mid-90s, baby. You mean Cynthia Cooper.
That squad was amazing, man. Cheryl Swoops, man, they had an amazing squad. But speaking of amazing, this interview overall, Malik, has been amazing. I'm glad they was there to make this happen in the last minute. I've been thinking about having you on for the longest time, and I reached out to your moms, and she was saying, "Yeah, you about to be going out the country very soon." So I just wanted to make sure I got you on. Before we let you go, with the people watching, no pressure. But do you have some special shout outs?
Special shout out. I mean, I would shout out my mom, my dad for real, and then you know what I'm saying, the rest of the fam that's on here and everybody else that's that was watching. Well, appreciate y'all for having me on here.
Right.
Yes, definitely our pleasure, man. Once again, this was an incredible interview with you. Your father says good stuff. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate you allowing me to have your son on, and and y'all family. Like I said, I ain't friend of the family, y'all family. So this was amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This is what the platform Sports Talk Show is all about. Is we want to provide that platform for people to share their stories, and we are so happy to do so. More comments coming in. Our favorite fan, Miss Doug, she loves great insights into developing a basketball career. So once you get even better in your professional status, I'm going to definitely have you back on our show. And
I got you for sure.
And when you come back, don't forget your homework assignment when you're in China.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I want to do that with the and
that fried rice be fired. They're gonna like, oh, he know how to speak a language. I'm telling you.
They gonna get me right.
You get food for free.
Yeah.
The St. Paul sandwich on the side. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Malek Davis, thank you once again for being part of the show. And if I don't see you before you go to China, best of luck to you, man. Prayers up to you and the fam, and continue to represent and remain humble and never forget where you came from.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all.
There we go.
Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
have a great night, man.
You too. Thank you.
All right. That was an incredible interview. Bunny, what do you think about it?
It was awesome. I learned some stuff, and especially, it always get a little topic with the transfer portal. It's always a topic I'm like, I hear what you got to say about it. But I like his insight, I like his perspective. Great job. And definitely, like him saying at the end, he knows he's not trying to get to the NBA, but just still want to do what he can in his basketball career. Because some younger folks need to hear that. There's nothing wrong with aspiring for the highest level to high. At the same time, you can be real about it too. So
that's the key. Like you said, that's the thing that he brought up, is that he's a realist. You got so many people that's like, oh, I can still make it to the league, whatever. And it's like, you're not being real with yourself. And you don't have the right people telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. So I think that's pretty big. I know his family is making sure that that he's doing the right things, and I know that they have done their best. You know what I'm saying, to get him ready for the real world, and it looks like he's doing that exactly, doing what he needs to do. Ms. Dub says a young man with clear eyes and a good head firmly on his shoulders. Exactly. So once again, incredible interview. Thank you once again to Malek and the family. And this is what the show is all about, man. You just look forward to having these type of interviews. The mom says, great job, you guys. Thank you for having your baby. You are so welcome.
I loved all your comments, Mama. You did great with the comments. Good job.
Right. The comments you came through with. That's my baby.
Right. Love it. I love it.
Yeah. So once again, for those who are watching the Platform Sports Talk Show for the first time, give us some follows. We're everywhere on social media. On Facebook, the Platform Sports Talk Show, on the X at 314 Sports Talk, on Instagram at Platform Sports Talk. Shoot us an email, at platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. Book us for any sporting event. We can come out there, provide footage, coverage, get interviews, or if y'all know someone that be like, you know what, I think he or she will be a great addition as a special guest. Let's get them on. Then shoot us an email. Once again, platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. Also, we need everyone who's been tuning in to go to the Platform Sports Talk Show on YouTube. Subscribe, Bunny, and hit that.
The bell's kind of semi out of commission, but yeah, we're gonna take what we can get.
There we go. Because anytime we go live,
you will be notified.
There it is. Some more comments, and she's laughing. Yep, that's my baby. Go ahead, Father says Hercules. So going back real quick before we go ahead and end our episode here. St. Louis City FC. Joe, I'm sorry, Bunny. I told Joe last week how they can't score, but then last week they actually can, as they defeated who they played Chicago last week, and they won 3-1. And I know this pick here is, I'm going to just say it, no Diddy, but they celebrated.
Eddie! Oh my God, that'll sit up into the Platform Sports Talk Show. No Diddy. Here we go. Oh man, you're so silly. Oh, you cracked yourself up at that. But you know what's crazy? You did a good time, and I give you that. But at the same time, how the City SC Club couldn't score, same thing with the Cardinals were going through. It was like it was taking over this city. Yeah. If the Blues were still playing, they were probably having problems scoring because it happened earlier in our season. It's like, what is going on?
And what's sad is that because I had this last week on the show, I showed the standings, and St. Louis City SC only has one loss.
Right, but all those ties is what's hurting their record, so they look worse in standings than what they are. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but shouts out to them. They're actually playing right now. They're downtown. They're playing against LAFC, and it's halftime right now, and it's 0-0. So hopefully they can score some goals and let's go. The Battlehawks. Man, unfortunately,
I'm like looking at it. They were up at halftime. And I saw the. I said, "Well, wait, why did we lose? Where we go wrong?"
Our defense sucked. They could not stop slant passes to save their lives. Also, the quarterback Aiden Gonzalez, I believe, Birmingham Stallions. He just was like Michael Vick out there. He was elusive and he was doing his thing, and the Battlehawks had no answer to the Stallions, of which they have not lost a game. This is going back to their USFL days. They have not lost a game in 2 years, and the Battlehawks were the best team, the most prime team to finally beat them. But it reminds me of last year when we got to close to the end of the season where you're trying to get that playoff spot. And the Battlehawks choked it up and lost. They're going down the same path. I'm kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? They need to come on with it. And if not, there might be some disappointment going on. I'm just saying. We
don't need disappointment now. The momentum was going our way. We're going to say this a little minor setback for now. Let's hope it's a minor setback.
See, Miss Dub says ties are very common in soccer. Yeah, it is, but good
Lord.
I
guess we got spoiled because last season we had all those wins. We didn't have that many ties. And then I know we were the first year in the league, but we exceeded all expectations because we didn't have time. We had wins. Now it's like, whoa. So
and Miss Dub agrees. The tackling for the Battlehawks is their repoint. Yeah. And I mean, they just constantly gave up long passing plays. It'd be like 3rd and 20. And Birmingham gets a first down. You know,
you have a flashback of the St. Louis Rams in 2016 when they couldn't stop anybody, not even a toddler.
I mean, it'll be just soul crushing plays that you'd be like, if he could just make that stop, we could have the ball and maybe have a 2 possession lead, but we just never get over that hump because of our defense. And then when it mattered the most, AJ McCarron, as great as he has been, that final play of the game, he threw it behind the receiver. They weren't in sync, and that's the wrong time to not be in sync. Like I said, you're facing a team that's undefeated. They already clinched the playoff spot. The Battlehawks, they have a game this weekend against the DC Defenders. Craig Black, if you're watching.
I was about to say.
They play at home. And if the Battlehawks win, they will clinch a playoff spot. And don't forget, the championship game is here in St. Louis. So we have to have the Battlehawks because truthfully, kind of like how I said the Timberwolves and how the NBA may want them to win, the UFL want the Battlehawks in the championship game because that's going to bring automatic viewership.
Yep, and more money for them. That's what it boils down to, more money.
They need the Battlehawks to not choke. Miss Dub, here we go. For anyone who wants to go to a game, I think it's this Sunday at 11. She won't be able to go to the game. Do we know anyone who needs a ticket? So if you watch it right now and you need a ticket, I think it's just one ticket. She has nice seats. You want to go to a game, you know who to look at on Facebook and reach out to and get a ticket. There we go. The plug is right there on your screen. The Battlehawks this upcoming Sunday at 11 o'clock. I'll be at church still, so I know I can't make it. But there we
drumming away, buddy.
So once again, the Battlehawks, they just cannot get to a point where they start stinging up the joint and start choking. They need to go ahead and get that victory and secure a playoff spot because you're going to have home field advantage. You keep on winning, you're going to be just fine. So best of luck to the Battlehawks. And with that being said, that is our show, Bunny. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Smooth, the best man in the production business, right here. Oh, speaking of production, the camera, the HD, the light, whatever you got going on, man.
Are you liking it?
I love it. I was like, damn, did he got that 2030 version of a camera, or is it the lighting? I'm like, this dude, you always had the best graphics, but I'm just like, he takes to another level with the lighting. I'm so trailing what you're doing. I need to catch up.
Just let me know. I'll show you what's up. I'll get you get you going, because I'll be looking and studying other people, other podcasters and creators, and see what they doing. I'm like, I want to get to that level, and that's what Smoooth Productions is all about. Is it may not be the best. I ain't trying to claim I'm the best. I'm just a Mr. Jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? I can make it happen, make it look good, professional, and book your boy. Smoooth Productions. That's Smooth with 3 O's, right? See right there. It says Smooth with 3 O's. So smoothproductions.com, and anything you need, I pretty much got y'all. But once again, it's been an incredible show. I you for being on, Bunny, and hopefully see you next week, along with Jobo, who'll be celebrating another birthday. Once again, her birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Jobo!
So she put in that PTO. I went on and approved it, so she wasn't today. And also her husband, Brendan, his birthday, I believe, is on Friday. So those two youngins are going to have a nice time in the next couple of days. So enjoy it, and definitely look forward to next week on the Platform Sports Talk Show. We never know, might have another guest. We shall see.
I'm ready for it.
There we go. So once again, thanks for tuning in. 7 years strong, consistently every Sunday, every night. And for those who, like I said before, listened in on Hot 365 Radio, you can hear the replay of the show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So once again, you have the options of looking at the archives right away on Instagram, on Facebook, on the X, on the on YouTube. We're working on Roku, trying to get that back together. But also you can hear the replay show on Hot 365 Radio. Go to their website, hot365radio.com, or go to the app via iOS or on Android and put in Hot 365 Radio, and you can hear the replay of the most recent show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. With that being said, it's your boy Smooth along with
Bunny.
Thanks for tuning in to the Platform Sports Talk Show. Check us out next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for more of your Wednesday night sports delight. And lastly, I gotta say, peace.